said, empty your mind.
All right, take two. It definitely helps to press the record button before I begin. So today we're gonna take a quick look at Wing Chun stances. We're gonna look at the stances of Wing Chun, why we take these stances, how to move in the stance, and although it's gonna be a brief video, it's gonna be a crucial video because it's important that you understand Wing Chun footwork and why we utilize this footwork. Footwork is absolutely of the utmost importance in every martial art. If you don't have good footwork, you can't get away from your attacker and you can't get to your attacker to do some damage. So let's get started in taking a look at Wing Chun stances and footwork. All right, before we get started, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, 1-inch punch that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future content to come. If you can as well, at the end of the video or now, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and be sure to leave your comments down below. If you have any questions, anything you want me to cover in any future lessons, just leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to get to it. All right, let's get started. Let's take a quick look at Wing Chun stances. We have a left neutral, a left forward, a right neutral, a right forward. That's it. Very simple. It's not rocket science, but it's important to understand why we have these stances and how to utilize these stances. So the most important thing is my feet are in a straight line, my lead hand's out, my left hand's out. This puts me in a left neutral stance. My center is away, and I'll get to why this is all beneficial in a few minutes. So there's my left neutral. I take a small step forward. Now I'm in a left forward. I come back to that straight line. I switch my stance. I'm in a right neutral. And now I step forward and I'm in a right forward. Whether you're a beginning student or advanced student, this is the footwork you're dealing with. Now, how we move, if I'm in a right forward, I can move straight forward, I can move straight backward. I can move side to side. If I'm in a neutral stance, I can move in a step follow motion, or I can switch my stance. That's just a quick overview of the movement within Wing Chun stances. Once again, I can get to all this in a lot more detail. I'm just giving you a very quick breakdown. Now, here's some key takeaways. Why in Wing Chun do we take an angled stance to our opponent's center? We take this stance to our opponent's center. What I mean by angled stance, we're not facing, if you're my attacker, I'm not facing you straight on. This gives me two lead hands and it gives you all my center line. So I want to protect my center line by turning it off at an angle. So when my feet are slightly angled out, it protects my center line more. It limits the areas you have to attack. And it as well gives me a lead hand and a rear hand. Very simple. This lead hand and rear hand also builds what we call 3 rings of protection. It's building layers, walls in front of me of protection that you have to break through before you're going to get to myself. So once again, I take a left neutral stance in this position. My center is away from my attacker. I'm protecting my center. I have a lead hand and a rear hand, and I've built these 3 layers of protection. It might be best to see that if I'm in this right neutral stance from this position. You see my lead hand is one layer. You see the plane, one plane. This elbow, lead elbow, and rear hand form another layer or plane of protection. And then my rear elbow forms that 3rd layer of protection. So I have all this that you have to kind of break through before you're going to get to me. That's the importance and a little bit of knowledge and understanding of why we take the stance we do. Now you'll notice in all my videos, I'm breaking this down, why we punch the way we do, where we place our vision in combat, why we stand the way we do. It's important to understand these things to own the foundations of Wing Chun and not just be following along, going, okay, he's not explaining anything, but I'm following along. That's what we call secondhand Kung Fu. I don't want anybody to have secondhand Kung Fu. If you understand the foundations of your art, you know how it works, you can make it work for you, and then you own the art and nobody can take that away from you. These are bits of wisdom my Sifu shared with me and I'm sharing with you. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Please, once again, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, 1-inch punch that bell notification so I can see you in future lessons to come. Thank you for your time and have a great day.